Okay, so this is chapter 16. It's got another long fade in, like chapter 2 does. So, if you remember, there's this room with the invisible floor, and it's all the weird shit with leading the box around. But we start facing this, we're going to clip through this corner. It's really hard to see. I'm actually going to adjust my brightness to do this. Camera? Where's brightness? That down. Okay, it's a little bit easier to see now. But 2 walks up in that corner there. And then just that corner, and then 3 blocks back. Save quick load. It's a standard clip, it's just hard to see. And you want to be very, very careful not to get a fling here. Because if you go too far away from the level in that direction or that direction, when you void out, it'll respawn you back at the start here instead of in the final room. And sometimes, if you get the clip just right, it will shoot you straight down. And then occasionally that'll respawn you like up here, but underneath your triangle instead of in front of it. And it'll just shoot you down a second time even faster. And then you'll void out and be sent to the end. Because it'll think that the starting spawn is invalid or something. Yeah, if you clip out like this, you just want to, drop off. Be careful not to go towards that level too much, because you can clip back inbounds accidentally. And then, yeah, puts you here in the final room. That skips the other 2 puzzles of this level. I'm going to change my brightness back. That. There we go. And when you're here, just 2 points kind of flat on this, and then the third one, kind of where, like, just the midway point of where the curvy part meets this straight edge, kind of the midpoint there. If that makes sense. So this will be just partially submerged in the thing. It's kind of important that this triangle be accurate. Because then when the laser comes down and bounces up, you won't have to climb back up here to adjust it. That can happen sometimes, and it's just like a dumb time waste. Like you spawn up there, so you may as well try and place that triangle while you're there. As you do this more, you'll get a better feel for that third point and where exactly it needs to be. This is a pretty good point. This is about where I get it all the time. If you get it, if you reflect it back down and it's in the green on the grass, if it's kind of close to the edge, if it were like about here, it'll be okay, but if it's like over here, you can't really do that. But it just needs to be close enough to the purple. And small triangles bait, and then build them all the way up, as you do. Just a regular solution to this. So, you don't have to worry about getting rid of this triangle. It's far away enough that the fox won't notice it. Or at least he won't notice it before he notices the small one. And you don't actually have to come up to the window. You can hang out by the doorway here. And just wait for the disco effect to start. And when you run by, you have to run by right next to him to trigger the dialogue. If you run like around the grass, then just make sure you walk through the grass. If you go around, it might not trigger the dialogue. And, build the triangle bridges across this, as you do, just keep it level. One thing to note, you can void out the monk here. If he's standing on a triangle, then you delete it, he'll fall and void out, and he doesn't respawn, so the level ends. It just asks you to load a save, so don't do that. It is fun to do though. And then kind of one last speed strat here is and when the monk is walking, obviously he's slow. So you want to build these bridges as fast as possible so you can come and start pushing him. If you sprint into his back, he slides forward a little bit. And the thing is he's kind of slippery. You just slide off of him one side and the other. You see me like wiggling back and forth to kind of keep on his back. Because you don't really want to push him to the side too much. So I don't think you can push him off the ledge. I've never been able to, but you don't want to risk it. Unless you want to push him, forward towards the objective. And yeah, that's all for this chapter. I'll go ahead and explain the next chapter in this as well. Because it's, all of a minute long. So literally the only speed thing here is you jump up on this railing and then jump onto this railing. And if you can do that in one go without stopping, it saves like a 1/10 of a second or something. Like that. That is the only time save in this chapter. You just run forward and trigger the cutscene. Then timing ends. You probably already know this, but timing ends when the stat screen pops up. This cutscene takes about 40 seconds, so running forward should be about 20, I think. So this level will only be a minute long every time, or it should be. You know, plus or minus a tenth if you get the jump right. Yeah, this is Try, Friendship and Madness, beat the game, no duping. If you're not in the Discord already, there's a link on the speedrun.com page. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you get really into this game and do a lot of runs. Thanks for watching.